Okay, so I think we are live now. People are joining, but I'm really happy to welcome those who are already with us. Today we are hosting the first HR3.0 Talks by Being Crypto, and this is a series of events where we are going to discuss pure Web3 HR things about hiring, about recruitment, about retaining talents, about using new tools, testing different hypotheses, working with communities. So everything what is HR in Web3 is about. And I'm really happy to have our first guests today, and let me introduce our small company, but very experienced one. I'm super excited to have Жанна with us from Recruin. She is a very experienced HR pro, and I'm pretty sure that you already know this girl. And today she's going to share her expertise. And I'm very happy that Julia, one of my most favorite colleagues ever, is also joining me for this first session. Julia is a recruiting team lead in Being Crypto, and she's responsible for bringing unicorns to our company. And girls, actually, I'm giving you flow to introduce yourself. You can have 2 minutes to speak about your achievements, what you're working on currently, and let's start with Жанна.
Hi everyone, thanks for having me. Hope you have a nice day, nice weather outside. I'm Jana. I'm currently head of operation at Recruin. So in recruitment, I am for the last 7 years. So I was hiring a lot of talent for tech startups, for marketing, sales, etc. So what we are doing at Recruin for the last 4 years, we are the largest recruitment agency for Web3 and tech space. And we are hiring startups, let's say starting from some Ukrainian startups, ending for startups from Animoca Brands portfolio, Sequoia Capital portfolio. So we are doing CTO and co-founder search. And by the way, we launched 7 months ago a job board for Web3 space. It's non-profit job board for job seekers and companies. They can find jobs, they can post jobs for free. And we already reach, I think, near 120K job seekers. So yeah, it's about me.
That's impressive. Thank you, Julia.
Okay, can you hear me? All good?
Yes.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, hi everyone. So as Katya has mentioned, my name is Julia. I'm recruiting team lead at Being Crypto, and we are the top 3 crypto media in the world. I'm working in recruitment for more than 3 years, and last year, since I joined Being Crypto, I set up all the recruiting processes in the company. I implemented the metric system and many other things. So also I hired half of our current board members. And what was important for us, we've been working on decreasing the time to hire and increasing the conversions of the hiring process. So, and while setting up all these multiple processes, we created the effective flow of hunting on the Web3 market, which works pretty effectively for us in most of the cases. And yeah, I'm happy to be able to share this experience with you. What I'm working on right now is mostly on creating for helping our hiring managers to be more involved in the recruitment processes, improving the metrics, and also I'm speaking on multiple conferences, sharing also my experience about how to join Web3 space and for other companies, how they can effectively hire Web3 specialists. So I hope that I will be able to share all my tips with you today.
Thank you for your intro, Julia. And I'll briefly introduce myself. I'm an employer brand manager at Being Crypto, and I help Julia to work with our candidates, with our current employees. We are testing a lot of things, launching new products, and this is a really exciting journey. And we've made a lot of great things. We had some fuck-ups, of course, so that's what we are going to share with you as well. Great. So today we are going to discuss 4 topics. And to start with, the first question is kind of existential, actually, because everything in Web3 is changing super quickly. Like you really have to keep your eyes on everything. So, girls, how do you deal with that? How do you work with this crazy timing, new requirements, new inquiries from your clients or company? How do you deal with it? Share your hacks with Web3 recruitment chaos. Julia, maybe you can start.
Yeah, for sure. So first of all, I would say that we should stay updated all the time. So for like working in Being Crypto, I'm just like every morning opening the website, reading some news to see what happened during the night, and like also checking it during the day. Also checking some other social media platforms and other like websites to see what's going on the market. And especially what's important for recruitment right now is that we should check the information about layoffs that are happening a lot during the recent year. And we are just trying to allocate all the resources and to see what candidates are available there. I'm also like speaking about that as I'm networking on LinkedIn. So I'm connected to many people who are working also in crypto medias. Sometimes, like recent case, one guy from the crypto media, he posted the list of the people who were fired, and he was recommending all the people. So yeah, I'm just trying to stay updated and to see what we can do right away. Also speaking about LinkedIn, of course, it's networking, seeing what other people are writing there, posting there. Maybe they are announcing the product launches and all the stuff, what's going on in their companies. So yeah, this I would just combine everything. It's just joining some online communities also on LinkedIn, like Discord, Telegram, etc., networking and leveraging social media. So yeah, as you're networking, I can also, for example, post some insights, what's going on in the company, or some insights from the interviews with the candidates on LinkedIn, and see what other people are responding to me. So yeah, I guess something like this. And speaking about networking, I also have several friends who are like crypto geeks, and they are also sharing some important information with me. So yeah, this is how I stay updated on what's going on and what keeps me more or less calm on this chaos.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Jana, what about you?
Yeah, beautiful. Julia, I like what you're talking, and I can understand you about this current market situation. So I will start that we have near 40 recruiters, 40 headhunters in our team, and we have near, I think, 55 current clients from blockchain space. Also, we have some startups more from tech. And every 1-2 months we have some very, very new roles like you can find only 2-3 people in this market, I mean in whole world. So we need to deal with those roles. And what we are doing, we are creating ecosystem in recruiting. We are doing a lot of partnerships with, for example, we are starting partnership with Haken. It's the largest cybersecurity company for Web3 space, where we will be going inside crypto accelerators, VCs, and we will be talking about how to create this blockchain space, like the most secure place, how to make this secure space, and how to find strong talent for those startups. So we are also partnering with some leading business schools. We are partnering with metaverse platforms because I am very strong believer in metaverse, and especially in Dubai metaverse strategy. So all our webinars only in metaverse. Also, we are doing some streaming on LinkedIn to give option to people to listen all of this. And yeah, we have a lot of insights from our inside culture about salary benchmark, because we are working with different roles. We are working with some roles from Europe, India, MENA region, US, Singapore. And actually, why I love especially not like I love blockchain space because all time something new. And in this space you need like to run, you need to feel this market. So we are very well connected with founders from Dubai region, from Switzerland, about blockchain ecosystem. We are visiting a lot of events and we are hosting some events. For example, we did a roadshow in Switzerland. We visit Zug, Zurich, Neuchâtel, Geneva, Davos, where we spoke how Switzerland ecosystem can get very good access to Web3 talent. Same, we are partnering with Web3 and tech universities in MENA region, India, because India is also good blockchain hub, and same in Switzerland and in Europe. So I love space. I can see very good predictions about new roles, especially in metaverse space, how you can protect, your own data, because very soon you will do shopping in metaverse. You will, even now you can educate yourself in metaverse, but how you can be sure that you can protect yourself? And one more
Yeah.
point, now we have a job board, jobs recruiter team. So we are raising some capital. And next step, it will be to have something like mm, metaverse job board. So it will be very new for job seekers and for this industry. And yeah, very soon I will update you guys about the same.
Great, thank you for sharing. We actually at Being Crypto are somehow going in parallel with you because we are also launching several products, and we realized that since we have this top three media coverage and a lot of crypto audience reading us, that we decided that we need to bring candidates and employers together, and we also launched a small jobs board where we try to filter those people who are already in crypto. So our login format is presuppose that you already have at least your crypto wallet. So that's why you can already be sure that there will be somebody already with these crypto skills. Great, girls. Let's go a bit deeper into daily routine of recruiters. Speaking about, for example, emerging new roles, as Jana mentioned, for example, there is somebody who is like three people in the market in the whole world. How you deal with such kind of vacancies? I know that Julia also has sometimes, and her team, some requests from our hiring managers that you need to hire somebody looking more like a superhero, but not an ordinary specialist on the market. What are your strategies to deal with such type of things, which usually emerge surprisingly, unexpectedly, with very tight deadlines? What are your recommendations? What recruiters should do when something like this arises on their path? Julia, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd say, like, to begin with, we are working with the sourcing map, which I was also creating last year. So we were trying to highlight all the possible resources, the platforms that we are using for recruiting. And in case of hiring some unique specialists, we are not fully relying on applicants. We are mostly trying to source actively on different platforms. Yeah, so LinkedIn is working pretty effectively for us. Still, it's one of the biggest platforms for professionals. And yeah, active sourcing there. And even if we are not sourcing on LinkedIn, for example, one of the things that we can do is just to go to the conferences websites, see some specialists, see some speakers there, and open their profiles on LinkedIn. So I had several interviews like this. So this is also pretty unique specialists, how they can be found. So what also we are trying to do is to go to some Web3 job boards, as we're speaking about Web3 hiring. So what's working effectively for us right now is cryptocurrency jobs board. So what we try to do is to hire for sales department there, and it worked really effectively. Yeah, so I'd say also we are just trying to update our to how to say to use more and more new social media platforms. So we tried sourcing on Reddit, on Twitter, on Discord. On Reddit, we found several writers, as I remember. On Twitter, we have even had one guy hired for the intern position for our HR product, by the way. So yeah, just trying more and more new ways. Networking, of course. So also worked for me several times. Just candidates are seeing that I'm posting some vacancies and reaching out to me. So I'd say that before I joined Web3 space, it didn't work for me this way. But in Web3, as people are so open-minded, they are ready to talk to you, even if they see that position may not be suitable. Maybe in the future they will have we will have such an opportunity for them. So yeah, just talk to as much people as possible if you see that there is a real opportunity that can be offered to them.
Great, thank you. Jana, what about you and your colleagues? How do you work with these rare candidates and new jobs?
Sure. I will start with that we are working only with exclusive roles from clients. For example, what kind of background it can be. Let's say they already start working with those roles. They are struggling. They don't have enough expertise, and they are asking for our help. And usually we are working with senior C-level, like CTO, CXO, head roles, etc. And what we are doing only headhunting. We can post some jobs, let's say if it's community manager, but usually we are doing pure headhunting. It's from LinkedIn, GitHub, Gitter, Stack Overflow. Also, we have our own database. We made for ourselves applicant tracking system. Our tech team, actually, yes, we have also product team and marketing team. And there we gain, I think, near 200K job seekers. So it's whole team, we made all of this. So first of all, we are going to database. If we can't find in database, we are going to do headhunting. And also because we already built some brand as a Web3 recruitment agency, so we are receiving a lot of request applications, candidates from leading companies, like let's say from IBM, Oracle, blockchain.com, Binance, etc. So if they are looking for a job, even if still they are in the company, they are asking for our help. So I can say we have a very good pipeline.
That's really cool. And is it a very often case that candidates come to you and ask to find the job for them?
Yes, it's very often. Like actually how it's happening. They always see our branding on LinkedIn. They always know that we are the leading recruitment agency. They're connecting with me or some of my colleagues. And first they are checking roles in our ecosystem. Or for example, if this guy or girl very, very unique and we don't have this role, let's say, so I always can check with a few of my friends who are working in other blockchain companies or tech companies. I always believe in long-term relationship with candidates. So in this way, we are building, and after they can refer, clients, they can refer candidates.
Yeah, great. Thank you. So to sum up, both of you mentioned the importance of networking, and I also totally agree with that. And I think everyone in Web3, they know that this is crucial. And for those who are planning to enter this wonderful Web3 world, this is definitely a first step to start with, both for your career as a recruiter, for example, if you want to switch from Web2 to Web3, and if you are working in general Web2 field in any kind of specialities, networking, conferencing is definitely a first step. Thank you, girls. The next question I'd like to ask you, we actually discussed it a little bit about tools that work and tools that don't work for you. Let's start from the last part. Jana, can you name some cases and some tools which are definitely not working for Web3, but maybe they used to work for Web2? What would be your examples?
Okay, if we are talking about recruitment sourcing, from our experience, what is not working for us, because we already tried different sources, and I am not saying that it's not working, but it's not very effective for us. For example, how much time we are spending and what is outcome. So for us, it's not working like it's taking a lot of time. Twitter is very good source, but Twitter is good if you want to hire, let's say, community management, to build your talent brand. It's working well, but to do sourcing there, it's taking more time. So for us, it's not like very, very effective. Maybe we just need to spend more time there. For some other tools that they're not working. But when you're asking about tools, you mean some tools for like sourcing, or some tools that we are using in work, let's say?
No, I'm talking
So that I can
about
speak to
sourcing, about enriching your candidates database, finding the perfect match for your open positions. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, then Facebook is not working. Facebook,
Yes.
when I was before,
Absolutely.
in Ukraine, I already built my database there, so it was working very well, especially for marketing, sales, development roles. But when you are presenting international business, so it's not like the same, effective space. Um, what else? What else? I can say Telegram. If you're talking about some different Telegram chats, because it's you need to spend a lot of time and it's so many Telegram chats. So I can say it will not work for us. Так,
Okay, thank you for sharing. And Julia,
and
what do you
about
think about it? Ah, sorry. No, no.
yeah, go on, go on.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I just
I would
wanted to
just
ask Julia about. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just firstly agree with Shanna about Facebook for sure. We are not even wasting our time on using it right now. About Telegram, for some positions we tried posting there, but still, yeah, it takes time. There are many irrelevant applicants, so also not worth it at all. I would also highlight some typical standard job boards as Indeed and many other like international job boards. Most probably you will not find Web3 really experienced Web3 candidates there. I think that most of the candidates are trying to look for some new platforms which maybe has like Web3 features or something like this. So Web3 job boards, etc. So what else? I guess yeah, that's mostly what's not working for us, and of course some of the Web3 job boards that we also tried. So only limited amount of them are working pretty well.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And let's speak about things that actually work. You both mentioned your own database, LinkedIn, and networking. Let's go deeper. Jana, maybe you can name some specific platforms that work well for your search.
Yeah, sure. So first of all, main source it will be for us always from jobs.recruit.in, the job board that we built, because we know what kind of traffic, we are taking to this job board through partnerships. Second, it will be, I can say, GitHub for tech development, because there you can find a lot of talent that they are not available, let's say, on LinkedIn. And those people, they will be cheaper. So what we are doing on GitHub, we are going inside different groups, inside, let's say, even founders of Polkadot, for example, foundation or some random foundation, and we are checking those people. Also, there you can check a repository, how long time the guy in this space, if he's active or not. Git or Stack Overflow, again, for tech development, because we are receiving a lot of roles for tech development. For business marketing, we are receiving a lot of applications through our network, always. For example,
Yeah.
even today, my whole day booked by calls for C-level BD role. What else? Discord, again, for tech development. And for example, if we are talking about LinkedIn, they are losing quality. For example, I can post job and in the next 3 hours it will be 2,000 applications. A lot of them, they will be not relevant. Let's say if you're posting for Dubai location. So what we are doing, we are adding Google form with some very specific questions. So at least, um, we can check those people and not waste our time. But again, for us, the best, what is working, it's headhunting. When we are doing headhunting, we are using different tools. We are using actively Boolean search. So So Boolean search you can use on Google, or you can use on GitHub, on LinkedIn, the same. We are checking some companies like companies donors, from where we can check, let's say, if our client will say, Jana, I need people from Binance, Bybit, OKX, etc. So we will be searching from those companies.
Great, thank you for sharing, Julia. And what about you? What works the best apart from LinkedIn?
Again, just supporting Jana's point about LinkedIn, I guess we also built like the biggest strategy that we have with working with different sources is about LinkedIn. So it's headhunting, also like targeting for specific companies. We also created the list of companies, for example, like crypto medias that are the most relevant for us, and also other blockchain companies. So first of all, we are going there and trying to identify profiles from these companies. Also networking, just also checking my contacts. Maybe I have someone from that companies, and just asking for recommendations. Yeah, and also I guess for me as like internal recruiter, what's working well is like recommendations, or like people from the hiring managers. As also, for example, right now we built a pretty experienced team at Beam Crypto, all of them with great Web3 experience, with great Web3 network. So just asking, first of all, hiring managers, and then going to other people in the company who might know these specialists, and just contacting them like this.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's
about references. When I was working in product companies, for us, references were working very, very well. So we were giving some bonuses for people. Same now when I'm working in recruitment agency, we have some references, but from outside world, right? So references, it's always the best, because people, they have some motivation. It can be money, or it can be, just relationships.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's a very good recommendation for those people working as an internal HR. Definitely try to build your reference program, because I think all of us who deal with this can say that this is a very effective tool and channel. Okay, great. Thank you, girls. The next question and the next topic which I want to discuss with you is super trendy. I think everyone is speaking about it and using it and testing it. That's, of course, ChatGPT. And I believe all of you and our viewers have seen the case studies and examples when people are consulting for health issues, finance issues, and of course at HR, we are also trying to work with this tool. So, to do this or not to do, let's discuss. What are your thoughts on having ChatGPT as your helper in your recruitment work? Jana, what do you think of that?
Good question. Because I always believe in creativity, but I always believe that you need to automate your work. So let's say in marketing, we are using this very actively, because we are posting a lot of content. In recruitment, let's say time to time clients doesn't have a job description. So if you have like some basic information, we can use ChatGPT. About some use cases that make sense, we are not using this, but for some our people who are listening us, let's say you have job description, and you need to prepare questions for interview, for technical interview, pre-screening, cultural interview. You can use ChatGPT. Because we already prepared in recruiting some time ago, so we are using this Excel sheet with those questions. But time to time, you can update yourself. About other use cases, you can use to understand more about what kind of key skills you should include in job description, so that your job will be more on the top, or your job post will be on the top. So here ChatGPT can help you. You can use ChatGPT to create Boolean strings. So for Boolean strings, ChatGPT will work, or another tool, it's called, if you will type X-ray recruitment, you will find one tool. It will be first link. It will work as well. For other cases, candidate assessment, you can, for example, connect Excel sheet with OpenAI API, and you can, let's say, you will have database of candidates. You will know their main skills, their main profile. You can ask ChatGPT, please write personalized message. And after you can just copy paste and send on LinkedIn. So in this case, you can make this more personal. You can ask ChatGPT to create for you email or LinkedIn message flow, let's say with follow-ups. So you will have all structured. It will save your time. Time to time, you need to double check work of ChatGPT. So make sure that you will not spoil your reputation. So ChatGPT is amazing tool, and I know now a lot of recruitment platforms they are implementing ChatGPT. Even our client, their name Hall of Air, what they are doing, they're helping UAE offices, government offices, move offices into metaverse. And now if you will open office, you see a customer support guy, and you can ask some questions from real person. It's in work hours. Or if he's not working, you can ask ChatGPT. So you can just type.
Okay, that's really cool. Julia, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I guess like answering your question, certainly yes, we can do it. We can implement use ChatGPT, but the main thing is to use it carefully. And as Jan mentioned, just to double check, and I'm double checking it every time. Even like I tried, for example, writing personalized messages. How I just wanted to test it. So basically, you put the candidate's profile there and some of the templates that you're using for writing the messages and asking ChatGPT to put it all together. I can say that I really like the result. Anyway, then I'm spending some time on editing it. So I guess that it's better if I just go through the profile. It also will help me to better understand the candidate's skills and to just write this message myself based on the templates that we are already using, and that's our Katya and her team helped us to create. So what sometimes I'm using it for is writing posts for LinkedIn for promoting the position. For example, just I have like big job description and I need just to highlight the main details. Also just putting it there, saying my goal of this post, etc. So ChatGPT leaves just the main things. And also, I guess Jana mentioned it about the questions to the candidates. So we also have many scorecards for most of the positions that we're hiring for, but sometimes we just want to update or just want to help the hiring manager to put something new, some creative ideas maybe. So we are also asking ChatGPT to help us with that. So I guess, yeah. And speaking about job descriptions, I guess also right now we have like our hiring managers who are pretty good with it, or they are using sometimes actually ChatGPT to ask the job description, and then they send us the request. So everything is ready for us. So we no need to ask ChatGPT about that again. We are just adjusting it to our tone of voice. So yeah, I guess that's the main things. But I just like to add like the funny case. Once the candidate answered to my message on email using ChatGPT, and as I'm trying to also using it a lot, I spotted it from the first sight. So I also don't really like when like other people would spot that I'm using ChatGPT all the time, and I'm like, it's so like it's using the same template, and you really can understand after using it like for a month or so that it's done by him. So yeah.
That's really funny. Well, from my perspective, since I'm working a lot with internal and external content, and my task at my job is to show our company vibe and to reach out to the hearts of the candidates or current colleagues and employees. For me, this is like I forbid myself using ChatGPT for creating the final text, because I truly believe that still, if you write your own text, even with the mistakes, but if you are speaking about something very sensitive, about vibes, about values, it's better that they sound from yourself, from the first hands, and you can really feel this difference when it was automated and written in that way, or when you like sat and spent 15 minutes and created the text yourself. So I think there are those points when you have to really double check ChatGPT and maybe use it as a basis and then edit yourself. Okay, I want to let everyone who is watching us know that you are very welcome to ask your own questions in the comments to our video, and we will definitely answer them in the end of our discussion. So please write your questions right now, and we will work with them. And for now, I'm having the last topic to discuss with you girls is what is actually so special about Web3? What are those specific Web3 vibes, which I'm pretty sure you all and we can feel, and we know that there is this specific thing. So how would you describe it? And how do you work with these special vibes in your recruitment processes, in your sourcing? Because definitely to have the candidates that match your jobs or your clients' jobs and the vibes of the companies, corporate cultures, those people also need to understand what is this the specificity of Web3. So how would you describe it and how it affects your daily work? Jana, maybe you can
Okay,
start.
yes, I will start. For me, Web3 always was about trust. And I'm talking a lot about how Web3 can bring trust to recruitment process. So at Recruiting, we are working in one product. It will be between ATS and job board. It will be something like to have work history in blockchain and have all offers transactions in blockchain. Because, for example, in MENA Europe region, we don't have this problem, but when we are working with candidates mostly from India, Asia, it's very popular. It's called job shopping. What is happening? You can he will have offer, and with this offer he will accept offer. With this offer, he will go to another company, and he will do this few times. So he will have, let's say, double salary. And when we are working with clients from India, we still, even if guy accepted the offer, we still will be sharing profiles until he will join the company. But with international clients, we are not doing this stuff. But once you will have this job offer transaction, work history, it will bring more trust, because guy, he can work with few companies and you will pay to him, he will have very good salary from different companies and you will be not aware. And once we will bring this trust, we will give chance to candidates, with very good ethics to have first priority. So maybe in the future we will have something like, I don't know, candidates rating, ethics rating. I don't know, we can call it in different way. So it can bring trust, because companies, they are not protected from all of this and they are losing a lot of money. I have my friend, he is founder of one unicorn company from India, and he hired C-level person. And this C-level person, he should join next day. But before this, he wrote like, "Sorry, I can't join. I accepted offer from another company." And because he believed, in trust, good relationships, and he already made some processes, and he lost some money because of the situation. So we want to solve this problem. Yes, it will take some time. I think 1 to 3 years, because you need to collect this database. You need to work very close with some first big blockchain companies like Binance, Coinbase, Blockchain.com, and after with smaller. So we are working on this. And I always believe in blockchain, and I know that blockchain will bring more trust. Let's say about metaverse. Very soon we will have metaverse offices. So we will be not using something like Zoom or Google Meet, or maybe we will be using them, but they will be integrated inside metaverse. Yeah. We will be having metaverse lawyer. We will be having someone who will be protecting our
information inside metaverse. So a lot of use cases. I'm very positive about the future and about the future of Web3 and recruitment. And I like this vibe and about what kind of people when you're hiring people, let's say for tech space and for Web3 space, there is little difference. Let's say for tech space, you will be hiring based on tech skills, soft skills, also attitude. But for blockchain, you need to hire also with blockchain mindset. So someone who will believe in blockchain, who will be coming to blockchain not because of money, who will be here, let's say, to gain some skills to change the industry. And also, attitude is very important because even if the guy will be with very good tech skills, but without right attitude, you will just waste your time because he will be not for long. And you, as a founder, you don't need jumpers in your company. So yeah, let's find good talent for Web3 space together. And you guys do an amazing job that you are educating people, that you are educating HR people as well about Web3. Actually, a few months ago, we also started with one project from Ukraine. It's called Evo Talents. They're also a recruitment agency and they are doing education for recruiters about sourcing. And we educated 40 recruiters from Ukraine. And second course we did for international audience. It was more about blockchain ecosystem, some very deep tech stuff. So it was very interesting. And I think if you talk about Dubai Metaverse strategy and actually not only about the metaverse strategy, about Web3 ecosystem. So Web3 ecosystem, it's always about talent, about infrastructure and capital. So we have a lot of infrastructure like from companies, Polygon, Web3 Foundation, etc. We have a lot of VCs, they're investing in startups. We have startups, but and also we have talent. But we need to have strong recruiters who will be able to understand, let's say if you are saying, Yulia, I need to hire a business development person for NFT project. But in NFT, it can be NFT gaming, NFT luxury style. So you as a recruiter, you need to know this like small difference. So to save your time and time of your founder.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like 100% true. Thank you for sharing it. Julia, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this issue?
Yeah, firstly, I think, Jana, it's a really great thing that you are doing to resolve this problem because, like, as you have mentioned about this C-level candidate who declined the offer like one day before joining the company, we also had such a case. We created all the, we provided all the access to our systems to one candidate. And on the first day, she said, like, sorry, but I can't join. I changed my mind. And I mean, really, we are not protected at all. Like the candidates can just decline it in any time possible. So yeah, what else to say is also Jana has mentioned about the people who are passionate and who wants to make the difference to who want to change the world. And I guess it's also like what we are trying to, like the team that we are trying to build in Being Crypto, it's about like crypto geeks, people who are really passionate about these products, about like changing the world, who united together to do it. So yeah, and I guess also what's connected with that is that, for example, if you have a new idea in blockchain Web3 company, you're really welcome to implement it, like making some mistakes or whatever. You just can try and to see if it's working or not. You will be provided with some resources to do that. But yeah, new ideas are always welcome in such companies. And of course, I guess what's also important is about remote environments and all these differences in time zones. For example, here in Being Crypto, we have employees from 62 countries from different time zones. It's also about how we adjust to working with such environments, to working with such big difference, like one person in US, another in Australia. Okay, guys, try to connect with each other and schedule a meeting now. So it's actually really fun also. And yeah, I guess one of the trends is about like digital nomads. So also, I guess Web3 companies is all about that, how you move around the world, you're networking, you're visiting different conferences, connecting with other companies, and so on and so forth. So I guess this is what really inspired people to join Web3 projects.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And I think that this is something unique about this industry. And I remember myself when I joined Being Crypto, that was my first Web3 experience last August. And I had a meeting with our amazing founder, Alona Afanasieva. And she told me, like, okay, you don't know anything about Web3, blockchain, you're not a developer, you know, just basic concepts. But you have to take this concept and think how you, as an employer, brand manager, or HR, can use this concept in your daily routine, how it helps you to solve your own problems, not from the point of doing your work, but achieving your goals, developing yourself, and so on. And this is something what really unites people, I believe. And one more thing I'd like to add here is that Web3 has the power of community. I mean, all business having the power of the community is stronger, but this is something what goes really natural with Web3 because people are organizing themselves, and this idea of decentralized everything is something what actually add this community power in a very natural way. And that is why we, for example, decided that it's time to go and to share our expertise, not as a media, because of course this is the primary goal of Being Crypto, to report news, to make some journalistic work, but we also want to educate, and we as an HR team really want to share our knowledge, our failures. And that's amazing that we get very quick and honest feedback from the industry, and this is definitely something that inspires us. Girls, do you have anything to add to the questions that I've mentioned, or shall we move to the questions from our viewers?
Yeah, I guess
we can move to questions.
Yeah.
Okay, great. First question which we have right now, and I encourage everyone who wants to ask anything else, please add your questions. So what skill would encourage aspiring candidates in Web3 to build to help them in their processes? Girls,
I can take this question. For example, it will be more like, let's say, social soft skill to build your own network. First of all, you need to have near yourself so many people who are into blockchain. So from this community, you can gain, you will have more information. You can gain some, let's say, Web3 skill, Web3 understanding skill, because you can read a lot of information, but you need to take this information from people who are already working in this space. And it will be good if you will have, let's say, some marketing guy, some salesperson, someone from venture capital, someone who are doing hiring, I don't know, someone who are building some startup. So you'll have better understanding of the ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely. Julia, do you have anything to add?
No, I guess I don't have anything to add. I just would support John in this.
Yeah,
Agree,
okay,
absolutely.
thank you. We have another question, but actually it's about working with us. Are you open to accepting CVs? Thanks for showing your love to Being Crypto. And of course, I can answer, I think, this question. Yes, we have open jobs. We have a candidate database. Even though if you don't see the matching position right now, you can always contact us via our social media. You can write to Julia, and I'm pretty much sure that Jana has tons of amazing jobs as well. And you can always add girls on LinkedIn to your network, and be sure that you will receive a lot of information in your feed, both with jobs and useful recommendations. So just follow girls on LinkedIn and follow our companies on social media. And yeah, there are a lot of occasions right now. Okay. Any other questions from our audience? While people are thinking, I want to share one cool stuff which we are also launching with our HR team. We decided that we need to accumulate our knowledge, and so the first step was to start this HR3.0 Talks, and we are also launching our Telegram channel with useful tips, and I'll be very happy if people find it useful. So here I hope that you can see this QR code with our Telegram channel link, and there on weekly basis we are going to share some very useful community hacks. There will be some use cases, literature, articles. We are going to produce some amazing content together with Jana, so we will definitely share our new articles there as well. So please join and stay updated. And I guess we have one more question, and it is as there is not a lot of candidates with either experience or knowledge in Web3 and blockchain technology, how difficult has it been when recruiting new team members? That's a very good question, actually. So, girls, Julia, what would you say?
Yeah, I guess like first, of course, it was really difficult, especially like as being crypto, and I'm sure as many other Web3 companies, they don't have stable and like set up processes, recruitment processes, and they are not sure what are their ideal profiles. Some of the recruiters who've never worked in Web3 space are not sure how to identify fake profiles, which is one of the main issues that we are trying to tackle right now. So firstly, we should have understood all of this, and then when it's been done, it became a bit easier. For example, with this sourcing map that we created, and once we identified the perfect platforms that are working for us. But to do that, we should have gone through this way of like mistakes and many fuck ups. So yeah, it was definitely difficult, but it's worth it. So right now we have all the processes, all the main things set up, and yeah, we know how to implement it.
Yeah, great. Thank you for sharing, Julia. I know it's been hard way, and yeah, exactly. Jana, what about you? What can you add here?
Yeah, I would like to add this point about fake profiles. I remember we had clients from US, and they were hiring a lot of developers. And it was a lot of developers actually from China who was sharing fake passport, like fake CVs, fake names, and also fake passports. And if you're not, if you don't have any experience, with US passports, you can't understand. But I was so lucky that in my team, I had few team members who already know how it looks. And you have, like, if I'm not mistaken, female and male passport. So they can understand, it's fake profile. But we also need to protect recruiters from this, like, recruitment scam.
Yeah.
So I think once we have this work history in blockchain, we will solve this problem for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's actually a good point, because sometimes there is always this image that recruiters are spamming, and they can offer some fake jobs. But in Web3, it works like it's a really huge deal, and you have to be kind of detective to find out if this person is real or not.
Right.
Yeah, things happen. So we are looking for your new product. It will be a really great help. Okay, guys, any more questions on our YouTube channel? Please, you have 30 seconds to add a new question, or otherwise, I think that's it for today. Okay, I think no more question is there. I'm really happy to have you here on our first HR3.0 Talks by Being Crypto, and I hope that it was useful for both our attendees and our speakers. And Jana, if you want to add something in the end and share maybe some links or things that we definitely need to follow, then please do.
Yeah, sure. First of all, I want to say thank you to you guys and like the whole Being Crypto community family team. You're doing amazing job and you are supporting crypto adoption. You are educating people. You are inviting experts to share, and to build this community together. So much appreciated. About links, it's very simple. If you can see, wait, this side, Jana Manzik. I'm on LinkedIn like
Yeah.
this, company name like this, so you can follow, just type recruiting and you will find all links.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you, Jana. Thank you for your nice words, and it's a great pleasure to have you with us, and that you are so open about sharing all things that we discussed today. Julia, anything from your side?
No, again, just guys join our HR community, and yeah, we will be happy sharing our experience, our life hacks that can help in your work, building your teams, your Web3 teams, and yeah, I'm also looking forward to the new product that Jana described, as it really sounds amazing,
Yes.
and this is really what's needed now on the market for recruiters.
Yeah, thank you, Julia. Thank you, everyone. And it was a great first time when we met all together. Next time, in the end of June, we're going to have the next HR3.0 talk. And I hope that you will stay with us. Thank you, girls, for being together with me today. That was amazing.
you. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye.